with the number 52, the number 52 tells me a few things. The 5 is a message of balance. Balance, bringing yourself to a place of balance. So it tells me that meditation, taking yourself into nature, putting yourself around water bodies, lakes, rivers, the sea, whatever the water body is that's closest to you, singing, dancing, and meditative state. Meditative state for me, it could be quite different to the idea that a lot of people have. I tend to do a lot more movement orientated meditation. You live near the sea, beautiful. So go by the sea, because that's a really high vibration. But meditation for me is something that we can do in everything that we're doing. It's not something that we have to kind of sit down and not to say that that's a bad thing. If that's your way of doing it, great. But a lot of people struggle with that. So I tend to do my meditations just in everything that I'm doing. As I'm having a shower, then while I'm having the shower, I'm focused on how that water feels on my skin. I'm focused on my arm. I'm focused on my other arm. Do you get me? I'm focused on what actually is happening at that moment. If I'm washing up, then I'm focused on the water. I'm focused on how the plate feels in my hand. It's like a focused energy, and where focus goes, energy flows. So if you're focused on, it's that when you're really in the here and now, you're focusing on this moment, and your mind isn't able to go all over the place and just have these just be talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, which it does a lot. It does so much. You're not giving it the space to do all of that talking and getting caught up with these emotions that these thoughts are stirring up inside you when you're in these meditative states, when you're kind of filling your mind up with something else. So I tend to do it with everything that I'm doing. Doesn't mean that the thoughts stop, but the whole idea of the meditation is that you're not focused on the thoughts. So the thoughts are still there, you're just not giving them attention. Similar to like if you have a car alarm that's going off outside, your mind could be focused on the car alarm, and it's like, God, this car alarm just keeps going off and dee, 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 and it's so annoying, it's so annoying. If you keep paying attention to that car alarm, then the more annoyed you get. But if you first hear it and you recognize it as a car alarm, then it's just a car alarm. It's like it doesn't have no importance in your world, and that's it. You just let it go. You don't hear it anymore. It just becomes something that's become background, and that's what we want to do with the useless noise that goes on within our heads. Allow it to become background. So the 5 is about that. It's allowing yourself to be in more of a meditative state. It's about bringing yourself to a place of balance, and one of the easiest ways to do that is working through gratitude of anything. Doesn't matter what you're grateful for, gratitude feels good. And I've noticed sometimes when I'm here, we do some gratitude when we first start, and it's like, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, and I can see the words, but I can't feel any emotion through what's being said. So it's really important that when you're giving gratitude, feel it. So it's not just to say, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my family because I feel so much love from them. I'm grateful for them because they teach me so much. I'm grateful for them because they bring so much joy into my world and understanding and light. And I'm grateful for them because I get to give them lots of hugs and kisses. And I'm grateful for them because we get to share some beautiful time with each other. I'm grateful for them, whatever. But you're grateful for them because of. It's not just that you're just grateful for them. What are the reasons? Because the more reasons that you give to something, the more you're connecting to the emotions of that thing. And that's really what touches the universe. The frequency works through how you feel. So if how you're feeling is, let's say you're saying, I'm really grateful for my job, but you hate your job, then that means that the emotion that's going out towards it is low frequency. Even though you're saying something that should be coming from a high frequency, the emotions are sending out into the universe from a low frequency. So it means that that job that you hate and that you're sending out keeps coming back. It keeps coming back. It's not what you want, but it keeps coming back. So the 5 is all about seeing your world through the negatives and positives. It's there is a lack, there is abundance, and there is gratitude. So that balance is the gratitude. When you're working from a place of gratitude, you're able to get to abundance. When you're working from a place of lack, there is no gratitude and there is no abundance. There is only simply lack. You cannot move from that until you work on seeing gratitude at the minimum. You're not going to get to lack to abundance. It's never going to happen. But you can get from lack to gratitude and from gratitude to abundance, and it's working. If you see something in lack, then what can you focus on that brings you to gratitude? What can you focus on that feels really good to you? And keep working from that place. So that's the 5. The 2 we've done a lot of today, a whole heap of today, which is the energetic self. It is this feeling in low frequency of being unloved and unsupported, and in higher frequency connected to everything. In low frequency it feels very withdrawn, and it's not really paying attention to the signs and synchronicities that are everywhere and the love that's everywhere. In higher frequency it acknowledges the signs, the synchronicities, it knows it's being guided, it knows it's being protected, it follows the signs and synchronicities that are constantly guiding you, and trusts in these signs and synchronicities. Very different feeling. So with 52, what it tells me is that gratitude has to be the place that you're starting. It shows me that it will be a difficult year for somebody for 52, and the reason it will be difficult is that there will be this tendency to work from the lower frequency 5, which means that you're viewing from lack. That leads you to lower frequency 2, which means that you're feeling disconnected from everything and you're feeling that you're not supported and not loved, which then makes you feel really frustrated for it's been a difficult year. It makes you feel really frustrated because it's like, but why is this not working? And why do I keep getting back to this place of it not working? And why do these people keep doing this? And why does that keep happening to me? And why? And it keeps going back to this place of being the victim. So it's telling you to go back to the 5, gratitude. Keep bringing yourself back to that place of gratitude, because as long as you keep bringing yourself back to that place of gratitude, you're going to feel connected to everything. It helps you with the 2. As long as you feel connected to everything, you will have faith and trust, which helps you with that feeling of frustration with the 7. So the biggest thing for the 50s as a whole, I mean, I just turned 50 on Friday. So I'm now on these 5s. The biggest thing for the 50s is gratitude, working from that place of gratitude, because the 50s are going to be difficult. They are going to be difficult. During the whole of the 50s, what you're being taught is bring yourself back to that place of balance, 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 because there will be this tendency to keep moving from this place of lack. This isn't working, that isn't working, why is this not working, why is that not working, I don't have this, I don't have that, I want this but it's not here yet, and when is it coming, and how is it coming, and who's going to bring it, and why is it not here yet, why is it not here yet? There's this that's what we're really being taught within the 50s, this lackful mindset. and being able to change it to the place of balance, this gratitude place. That's what is being taught during the 50s. It's being taught in lots of the other places as long as there's a 5, but throughout the 50s, that is the biggest lesson, to bring yourself to that place of balance, 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 gratitude, 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 gratitude. Yeah, because otherwise, for this particular year, 52, it is frustration, 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 frustration will be what you experience throughout the year until you learn to work from that place of gratitude and balance. And the frustration is coming because you feel like things are not working fast enough. You're moving into an 8 as well. Next year for you, 53, yeah, next year for you, when you turn 53, it will be amazing. It will be amazing because it's an 8. 8 are when the manifestations come. The thing about the 8 is, though, let's say you work from this place of the number 7, you continue it in this frustration, then the 8 is that things are coming into your world. When things are coming into your world, generally we have to let go of some things. So let's say you were asking for a better job or a better partner or better this or better that. Whatever it is that you've been asking for more of, if what you have already in your life cannot offer you that, it will be taken away. The universe will get rid of it for you. Universally inspired changes. It's the universe changing your world for you. And what you then have the opportunity of doing is having this space in front of you and the trust that we need to walk with, knowing that the universe has created this space to bring into your world what you have been asking for. But what can happen with the 8 is that this thing goes out of your world and you're like, but I wanted that. Why has that gone out of my, that's what I wanted. I wanted that to change, but that was exactly what I wanted. They weren't being who I wanted them to be, or I wasn't getting quite what I wanted from it, but I wanted that. And when you work from that place of I wanted that, rather than the acceptance of it came out of your world because it was never able to give you what you were asking, then you're allowing the newness to come in, you're allowing the manifestation to happen, you're allowing opportunities with the 9 to happen. But it's that understanding that things do need to come out of our lives, and we do need to make space for newness, and we have to trust that what we're walking towards will be better. Exactly. I was going to say, so don't hope for things to be better. Know that it will be better. And Linda actually wrote, no hoping, only trusting. Exactly. Because hoping is quite a low energy. Hoping is the idea that I really want this to happen, but I don't really know that it's going to happen. That's a feeling of frustration in itself, because you want to know that it's going to be better. So you have to trust that it's going to be better, and trust that the universe is working for you. Trust that you are sending the energy out that you need to send out to be able to manifest what it is that you're wanting. And that means that the hope that you're wanting, if you're in that energy, there is no reason to trust. There is no reason to hope, because you know what you're sending out. So the expectation should be, I am receiving. I am receiving all that I've sent out. And that trust is easy to have because you know what you're sending out. You know that you're putting the work into creating a balance for yourself. You know that you're working from a place of gratitude. You can feel the flow within you and around you. You can feel that everything is working for you. And like I said with the 8, everything falling apart is simply to be able to create a firm foundation for you to be able to build on top of, for all of the opportunities that will come with the 9 and all the newness that will come with the 1. Because we're in this spiral, this forever, this pattern of resistance, this forever spiral that doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. So trust in what you're walking towards, trust in what you're putting effort into, and trust that it's yours already.